Hey guys, just to say, in this recording, we discussed Felix Baumgartner, the guy who jumped out of space. He has, since we recorded this, passed away tragically in a paragliding accident. So rest in peace, Felix Baumgartner. Enjoy the episode. Greetings, viewer dear. I'm Tom.
I'm Ben.
And I am Matthew, and welcome to another exciting episode, a video episode of Pappy's Flatshare.
Yes, this was really exciting. We had a brilliant guest. The one and only Micky Overman was with us.
Yes, indeed. It was a real treat chatting to Micky. We had a great time, and I know you're going to have a great time too. And we talked, what did we talk about? Well, we talked about falling from a great height. Some call it jumping. So stick around for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're enjoying it, why not like and subscribe as you go along? And after you've finished, get along to Patreon and support your boys on their broadcasting journey. But in the meantime, watch this, have fun. Ta-ra.
I like that, ta-ra. Watch this, have fun, ta-ra. It was good. It's very radio too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I'd done like the equivalent of like Frodo in the Ring. Like that's what it felt like. And then it was only a kilometer.
Cards on the table. If someone said go,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm about to say to you.
the closest to it, the closest.
That's quite exciting. Like if you just tell someone go and then see what they do.
Go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the show.
That's the show.
The show's called Go. Series 1 would be great, and then everyone get
They'd
watched.
be like, oh, it's the go, guys.
Yeah. And then people are going to prepare, and that takes all the fun out of it.
Yeah, and then you'd have like people chatting about what would you do if you met the go.
If you met the Go guys.
To be fair, I think this would make a really good like social media series. Like just,
Go, you're on the street.
You're on the street.
You go to someone, you go.
Go. Yeah.
No, because the number of people who would step into incoming traffic and you'd be like, yeah, I didn't mean go that way, mate. Yeah, look 2 ways first and then go.
Yeah. But what a lesson.
What a lesson.
That's a good
So
point.
you thought it was going to be like a really fun series, but actually it turned into just like really meaningful, like educational series for the kids.
Yeah,
What's that? Is it View from a Bridge, where people are giving their thoughts about life on a
yes.
bridge?
Yeah.
It's that, but people are saying jump.
Never say go on a bridge.
No one has jumped
So
on View
profound.
from a bridge.
Oh, that's true. That'd be. I don't think so. No.
Oh,
They just
wow.
talk. For a really long time.
I feel like if someone started threatening to jump, they'd stop the filming, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
surely.
They wouldn't be like,
surely.
keep it rolling. This is what we were after. This is what we hoped for.
Imagine if they have so much like stuff that they haven't published. Like there's actually so many people who have jumped, and then they've just only done the people that haven't.
There's like, this might be before your time, but do you remember the old
you.
Traces of Death VHSs that people used to talk about?
Oh, yeah.
Which was basically like lots of people who were like, it was a VHS that got passed around of like, here's this guy getting hit by a train. It was awful. It was just awful. It was like a big sort of snuff thing. But you feel like View from a Bridge have probably got a Traces of Death
They have
in
that
their locker.
Totally.
They've
Wait, there was
definitely-
tapes being passed around with just like tragedies on them.
Yeah, in the
Well, it was
80s. It
that
was a lawless
and Pamela Anderson's
barbed wire.
honeymoon videotape.
that was- yeah,
right.
yeah.
Honeymoon.
Yeah. It wasn't it? Was it their
Was
honeymoon?
it? That's so sweet.
It was
I
their
like to
honeymoon.
put the romantic spin on it.
They were on their
maybe you
honeymoon
did.
when they.
I only heard about the sex tape. I didn't know that it was the honeymoon.
I think it was their honeymoon sex tape.
Wow. Oh, bless her. Good for you, Pam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
I like that someone's like spicing up their honeymoon.
Well, the version I got was just they had a nice meal. No, they admired the view. It was lovely, actually.
You didn't get the right one.
I got the wrong one.
Scammed.
Yeah, I know.
Scammed.
Yeah, I know. They met each other's parents. It was lovely. It was really nice. It was a really romantic time.
Yeah. Are you married now?
Yes.
That's what did it.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Tom had the worst honeymoon ever. He met his wife's parents.
What?
That was what he did. Oh no, you're thinking of that's his idea of a lovely honeymoon. We met each other's parents. All right. I couldn't wait for the wedding to be over to get away from everybody's parents.
Wait, is this true? You met the parents?
No.
Oh, okay,
no,
okay,
we did
got
it
it.
previously. On honeymoon. Have you honeymooned?
Oh, I've
You've
honeymooned.
honeymooned. Have you honeymooned?
I have not honeymooned.
You haven't.
I've not
honeymooned.
honeymoon.
Okay.
You have to
50-50.
hold off telling people you're honeymooning too much. I think you get like once a day.
Yeah.
Oh.
You get to go like, it's our honeymoon. But if you're doing that like every shop you go into, you feel
Yeah,
like
you shouldn't be doing it in the shops. No.
going Sports Direct.
And we are on honeymoon.
It wasn't a great honeymoon, was it, Tom?
You went to Sports Direct with their parents. Tom,
You old romantic youth.
there's this staycation, your holiday in Britain. We'll go to Sports
I'll
Direct.
buy you a giant mug.
It
You
sounds
married one?
lovely. It sounds really good, Tom. Yeah.
So my question was going to be about this jumping off a bridge thing.
Okay, great.
Okay,
I
I'm glad we're
think-
back on suicide. Yeah.
Well, no.
Yeah.
It's not suicide. It's the opposite of that. Like,
Oh.
I feel like I'm supposed to
Jumping
know.
upwards into the sky.
I feel like you're supposed to have a good read on what you can jump before it's bad.
Yes,
But I'm not sure I've got that.
I know exactly what you're
Okay.
talking
I
about.
do
Right.
want to test this.
You stick me on a bridge, like
Clarky's got a balcony.
I fancy my chances into the Thames, for example.
I think
From what bridge? Any of them?
Bring them on, yeah. I fancy my chances.
Bring 'em on.
Yeah.
Waterloo, I reckon I'm okay. What like? I feel like the Thames. They're normally about the same height, aren't they?
Tower Bridge when it's up.
Obviously, when you're in, it's problematic. But
Yeah, I
like-
think that's the
but like
that's
in
the
terms
real
of,
problem.
Like what you do
In the middle?
Yeah,
So you're saying it's the sky, the bit when you're falling through the air is fine. It's the hitting the water.
yeah. But even from even onto ground when you go like. At what point are your ankles going to go?
Yeah. But at the
mean, with
ground,
my
you can do the,
ankles.
you can do the roll technique.
Here we go.
You know what I mean? You can't do that in water.
Yes, that's true. But what's the highest you've do you fan? Do you know what I mean? Do you
This is
fancy
a
your
good
chances?
I've jumped pretty high.
Yeah.
I should be dead. I think sometimes.
What's your bit? What?
Well, I went like cliff jumping.
Here we go.
Yes. Again, this was when I was living in Canada. What a place. And I went cliff jumping, and the adrenaline of it had hit me to a point where I absolutely started doing jumps that I had no business doing. But there were just people who were doing these mad jumps. So you could keep on. There was this
You
one.
did multiple jumps because I think if I've
People
jumped off
could
one
keep-
cliff, that's me done.
No, I started low.
Right.
So it was like, there was sort of a rock and I couldn't believe I'd done that one. But then just the water was freezing because it came from the mountains and it was I was so adrenalined up that there was one where you could hike up and then keep hiking.
How long are you hiking for?
You were hiking for like a bit, like 20 minutes maybe?
No. I find
It's like round.
sure.
But by that point, I started my adrenaline was going down.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
I started.
You're slapping yourself around the face to keep it up.
I started really doubting whether this was a good idea, and then I got to the place, and I looked out, and I went, no. And then, but there were two other people there, and I was like, I can't not.
To save face, you
To
jumped.
save face with strangers. It was bonkers. So, and then the stranger was there, said to me, you have to aim slightly right. Yeah, in your guys.
no.
I genuinely, I sometimes think about it and I get like this sort of, I can't believe I did it. But
I confuse my right and my left so much. If someone's giving me directions and they're behind me and we're walking down a corridor and they go, it's the door on the left, I go, hang on a sec, wait, which,
You jump out the window.
Imagine if you're the person.
I bet I can make this.
You're the person up going. So aim to your right. Me left.
Guys, I wish I could show you it from above. It was so high. The pool was like a tiny circle, like where you could jump. She said, you have to jump right because on the left there are rocks. and I did it. And to this day, I'm like, I just, and my friends who were there were like, I can't believe you've done that.
So when you hit, like, what's going through your head?
Your knees.
but when you're hitting the water,
Yeah.
what does it feel like? Are you just like oh shit all the way down and then
I think like as I jumped, I could tell I jumped right. So I was
That's
like,
good.
as I was like coming down,
a
I was
feeling.
like,
Just smiling
I
all the
was
way down.
Yeah, I was loving it. Like I could tell I was hitting the water right. It was all like, it was like incredible feeling because the adrenaline had dipped.
Yeah.
And then I made myself do something that I was so scared to do. I felt on an absolute, I've never felt higher in my life.
do you remember Felix?
And I have never done drugs.
Do you remember Felix Baumgartner? Do you remember that guy, Felix Baumgartner, who jumped from he jumped out of a spaceship to the
That's
ground
from the moon.
Jump from the moon.
What?
Yeah. It was probably in about sort of 2012, 2013. He jumped out of a spaceship.
I don't understand.
I know. No one understood. No one knew it was
He was on
possible.
like the periphery of the atmosphere, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So
What was he aiming for?
the ground. It's the only thing you can aim for when you jump.
They said as he left, just aim right. Where he went.
Yeah, aim right. Otherwise, you're gonna hit Venus. Just
What did he land on?
the Earth.
He did it.
But like what?
It was in the desert, wasn't it?
He parachuted onto a big one of those big cushions. You know,
Like
big
a bouncy
inflatable.
castle.
Yeah, like a bouncy castle
No
cushion.
way.
He did.
He did?
He hit it from space.
He hit it from space. So they were that was the ultimate aim right, because they were like, that thing down there. Although I assume if they saw him going, they just moved the cushion,
Surely.
right?
Yeah,
Rather
but
than
they'd be
"Well,
like-
listen, Felix, we said
It'd be like 500 miles that
Aim
way.
right.
Like clowns in a circus.
Yeah.
By the way, he's coming from space.
Felix
We're gonna need a bigger map.
Baumgartner.
Felix Baumgartner,
Who
yeah.
is this guy?
This does sound mad, but it did happen.
And it was
It
such
sounds
a
like
big bit of
dream.
news. Everyone was following it because
I've never heard about it.
It was.
Okay.
It was a big. It was. Everyone
It was huge.
It was huge.
I'm telling you about
It was sponsored
I was
by
mid
Red
my
Bull.
own jump at that time. So
Yeah,
you know.
you were on your hike.
Yeah.
You passed him on the way
Yeah.
down, didn't you?
Yeah, he really took. In fact, he really made me feel like an asshole. I was like, well, this was barely anything. If
Classic
compared to
one-upmanship.
Felix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he went, and I'm on my honeymoon.
You married him on the way down.
Classic Baumgartner.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But like, no one's done it before.
No one's done it
since. That's the mad thing as well. No one had heard of him. Just one day, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
by the way, everybody's going to go and watch Felix Baumgartner jump
How
out
did he
from the
get on the
sky.
spaceship?
It was like a hot air balloon type thing, wasn't
That's
it?
so different.
No, that sounds mad as well. It was a hot air balloon that went all the
But
way
it was
into
like
space.
it looked like a shuttle. It looked like a, you know, kind of how they I don't know.
You've said like
capsule.
5 different things.
capsule.
It was like a hot air balloon. It looked like a capsule. It was a shuttle.
It was up there with Phileas Fogg.
It's fair enough to say we don't know the answer to that bit.
Yeah. I think so too.
We've not been
I think that is
zeroing in
fair.
on the. It was a capsule on a hot air balloon that went right up to the peripheries of the
That's right.
Atmosphere, yeah.
And then this dude came out of the capsule.
And he had like a space suit on.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
have
So he
to.
looked like a spaceman.
Yeah.
You'd
But
have
then
to.
he-
You'd have to.
Then he hopped off.
You simply have to these days. You're not doing that in culottes. Come on, you simply have to wear.
You must.
You,
You
darling,
Can't do that in your
darling, you
bathing
must
suit.
wear a space. If you're going to space.
Oh, you must.
Do me a favour.
You must.
wear a spacesuit.
You must.
simply must. Where you go for your honeymoon, the edge of the atmosphere. You must.
You must.
You must. Or also tell them on the way up.
Gosh.
Did you have any
I've
words?
never heard of it. What is he doing now?
Great question.
That was it.
Surely,
he
it
was
was
he was a one-hit wonder. He was a big flash in the pan. But
Wow.
it was we were
at least celebrity traitors. Come on.
surely he's got to be doing something like
He's
that.
got to be.
He's got to be arriving
Got to be on the after dinner circuit.
in the Big Brother house.
He has
The only way he knows how.
also like what a swing, to be like, this is the one thing I'm going to be known for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But also, surely it's pretty. Like he came from there, right?
Wait.
Surely, if someone's
where are you
coming-
saying he's coming from there?
he's coming from
The edge of the atmosphere.
The edge of the
let's go. So
atmosphere.
let's go. What do you want to give him? 8 kilometers. If someone's going to 8 kilometers, you can go 8.2.
Yeah, like why does you want to?
I think you start to. I think it was like at the only point where.
No.
Was it like highest point where he'd start?
He would start
burning up
floating just around.
or floating around.
No,
He must have been like practice jumping.
He
What,
felt
his first?
His first jump. Oh yeah. To be
I'm
fair,
sorry.
he was
His first
attached to the
jump
front
was-
of someone else.
His first jump was outside of the
He was on a
atmosphere.
stag.
Yeah.
I think
We've got
He went up. There were 2 other people behind him, and he was like, "I've got to jump."
the really upsetting thing is he was on a bungee.
Oh, that is upsetting.
That's why we haven't heard of him since.
Have you ever bungee jumped?
no.
No.
I've
done
bungee.
it.
Have you?
No, I this is my regret. I went.
It's not too late.
Thank you. Well, I think it is actually. I went once. I was in South Africa, and there
Yeah.
was this big canyon, and it was like one of the biggest jumps in the world or whatever.
That's where I think I
And-
bungeed.
Did you?
Yeah, South Africa.
Shut up. And then like the people that I basically didn't have money to do the jump, and I didn't want to ask for it, but I should have. This is my regret that I
Can
wasn't.
you go for free?
You can't go, but that I can.
You can go
that
for
I
free,
can
but
ask-
there's no bungee. The money's for the court, I'm afraid. So
But that I didn't like that I wasn't like brave enough to ask the people that I was with to be like, can
Wow.
you like lend me this money.
I would never, ever pay for somebody else's bungee.
You wouldn't?
No.
It's true.
Are you
Imagine
kidding?
if it goes wrong.
Pay for my own bungee? Maybe, probably not.
But this was like my boyfriend at the time.
Oh, okay.
So, right. Okay. Say something bad happens,
Yeah.
right? He's going home.
Yeah.
Who the bloody hell gave her the money to do a bungee?
Who's
Sorry,
asking that
it was
question?
me. That's the first question I ask. Who's paying for all this?
Like my parents. Terrible tragedy.
Listen, I knew
and
she-
they're like, I knew she was dead broke.
Where did she get the money from to even do a bungee jump?
No, but you know what
Our
I mean?
daughter was a piece of shit, broke ass. Who did this?
She had no means of her own. How did she get to South Africa? Who are you? Oh, sorry, I haven't met you yet because we haven't got the honeymoon.
We never got to the honeymoon stage, so I never met you, but we never will now. But no, I feel like you're sanctioning somebody else's death if you
That
feel
is
you are.
incredibly dark.
Sorry.
And
As opposed to the jumping off a bridge chat we had earlier on.
that was light. But this is, I just think like the way I thought about it, which I will now never think about it
Sure,
that
sure,
way again
sure.
because of you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, thank you. But the way I thought about it was like, you should not be so proud about money.
Yeah.
And it was this was kind of a lesson for me. You've completely turned that
Pride
around.
comes before non-fall.
Yes. Wow, that's beautiful. That's actually that will be the book that I'm writing about this. Very boring.
I will say this: on that same trip, I bungeed and I cliff jumped, and cliff jumping was worse than bungee jumping. So actually, if you'd done it post cliff jumping, you'd have been like, "What is a piece of piss?"
Okay, but let me tell you something else.
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't have been.
Wow.
Wow.
End of the book.
I'm going to tell you now, guys. This is
I
the
was
worst
expecting
book.
something far more
This is the
profound
worst
then.
book I've ever read.
It's nice and short.
I was expecting something
No,
really
Tom.
profound.
I was just informing you about the chronology of my life.
Yeah. Okay.
That's,
Fair enough.
That's literally,
Fair enough. You
That's
went to
literally all that
Canada.
happened.
You went to Canada next.
Yeah.
Tom was looking to you like some sort of wise sort of guru
Yeah.
that he'd hiked up a mountain to meet.
Yeah.
Which I love, by the way. I love that, I've given off that impression so far
Yeah.
that I have something to add.
Yeah.
That's why we got you on the podcast.
But not financially, we've established.
Not financially.
Are you
And
all
I
right?
think now we've established
mostly
not yeah.
Pride
no
comes
words
before a non-fall subtitle, but South Africa came before Canada.
Yeah.
Just to get it.
I don't want to start a
Get it
turf.
out there. You've got to leave it.
The whole book is me just like a slave to my own chronology, more than anything else. Yeah.
Is there a travel book in you going around and not doing things? Do you feel like, like going around to places and they say, "Oh, did you see that?" No.
Yeah.
It's called Fuck That.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
The fuck that's guide to traveling and seeing fuck all.
20 miles that way is the Taj Mahal. Tourists flock to watch this wonderful building. Fuck that.
I love it.
End of
Who would
episode.
watch that?
Yeah, I'd love
I'd watch that.
This is the world's highest bungee jump. Fuck that.
What did you think of the bungee jump though? Was it cool?
It wasn't as cool as I thought it was.
Really?
Yeah, because you do spend a lot of time just boinging afterwards.
The dangle's the
The
worst
dangle.
bit.
Whereas the cliff jump, you get that kind of.
That's it.
That's a
That's it.
rock.
That's
It's like,
it.
I survived.
Yeah.
Like the bungee kind of thing is like, it's a lot of wanging around in the air.
Yeah.
You don't get the
Wanging.
satisfaction of the.
Gosh, that's the second time that I've heard that in a week, and I've never heard that word
What,
before.
wanging?
Yeah.
What were you wanging last week?
Well, you guys talked about this with Andy Magliano when we talked about the sports day, but listen, we were wanging a wellie.
Yeah.
Wellie wanging.
Wellie wanging, and I'd never heard of wanging before.
The main reason we brought you on, we
Yeah.
wanted to talk about all that stuff first. We didn't record any of that, don't we?
No.
We're here to talk to you about.
You're not going to talk about Felix Baumgartner, really?
No. We wanted to because we need to now because last week we spoke to Anya Magliano,
Yeah.
and she was about to organise the sports day, but
Yeah.
you were actually there.
Okay,
You
yes,
were at-
okay.
you
I'm
were-
the after.
You were at the event.
Whoa.
Great.
Yeah.
This is chronology.
This is chronology.
And I'm a
know you
slave to chronology, as we all
Famously,
know.
we know.
Famous. It was really good, you guys. I just want you to know that, I had the time of my life. I absolutely loved it.
You'd never wanged a wellie before.
But I'd never wanged a wellie before, and I don't feel like I really did it now. I just, I feel like you only got one shot. I feel like I need
style.
more wanging.
I think I know the answer to this, but is wellie wanging distance, not height?
distance. Yeah, who's measuring height?
Who's measuring height? Well,
Baumgartner.
He's there with one of those.
Imagine
one of those laser measurers.
Yeah.
Baumgartner lands and goes, I did it, and then do what? We don't measure height.
Yeah.
We stopped doing that.
We're playing captain of flag.
But also, like, if you're throwing it directly up, it does have to come directly down, and so you're going to get a lot of wellies, like, on your noggin, aren't you?
Yeah, I was just trying to think about tactic. Was anyone going over their heads?
No one did that.
That's what
quite
I
nice.
think that's the way to go. For
I think I'd do a spin maybe, but I think maybe that's more
do a
foolproof.
spin and then throw the welly.
When I was a kid, I got
like
a report card that said that I couldn't throw.
No.
What, on your report card?
On my report card. Thank you, actually. Thank you all. Yes.
Was this by your PE teacher?
This was my report card was really because it was really good up until why was gym being
Oh, why is it being assessed?
why is it being assessed? And then it had 5 categories, including throwing and catching. And it was my only fail on the entire report card. And then my parents, and I genuinely, I think this is even worse, actually. My parents, they gave us all like a little present for finishing the year or whatever. And they gave me a ball.
Oh, no.
Doesn't that feel like such a slap in the face?
Or is it
really
supportive?
does.
Is it kind of like, hey, you know, this is an area
Are you a
that-
parent?
Yeah.
Did they throw it to you?
Got some news for you.
We've got you a present.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What age were you when you got this report?
I was like 12.
Oh, no, that's
Yeah.
bad.
So-
What were
it's bad.
There was throwing, catching,
There was
falling. Was falling in there?
Falling can't be a PE.
You know you've got falling down pat.
I'm a great faller.
You're a great faller.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like I'm actually really good at it.
This girl
Like,
can plummet.
Yeah. I can plow to the earth like a. if that is a sport, I'm doing it. I'm so good.
Yeah.
Great.
Gravity.
Gravity's
is
my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That was nice.
That was worth hiking up the mountain to meet the wise guru for, wasn't
That
it?
was actually really
That was
nice.
the lesson that we
I
learned.
loved
Yeah.
it. I loved
Mind
it.
your way down, by the way.
You are gravity's friend.
Were you guys good at sports?
You're quite sporty. You were good at sport.
I come from sporty stock. I'm the worst sports person in my family, but that makes me
The best
I'm about
sportsman in my
average.
family.
I'm
Yeah,
about
yeah.
average at sport.
Right. You're from like a proper.
Yeah.
You're from the jocks.
Yeah. Like, well, my dad was sporty but not jockey. So like we found out
He didn't ride horses.
He's too big for it, wasn't he?
What does that mean?
he was sporty but not jockey. So like he played like football to a very high level, but we only found that out later on. Like he didn't like to talk about it.
What was the level?
He played in the Student World Cup.
Fuck.
He played semi-professionally.
It was
Oh
the
my
Chortle
God.
Student World Cup as well, wasn't it?
Total Student World Cup. Good God. Good God.
You can see his penalties clipped up on YouTube. They're still there.
I found out the other day there's a card magic World Cup.
Whoa.
And I feel like World Cups I don't think they should be allowed a World Cup.
Why not?
That was my initial
Do you remember
reaction.
Pogs?
Yeah.
There was a World Cup for that.
Yeah, do you think that should be allowed?
Yeah, of
You
course.
can't stop.
Why wouldn't a World
Otherwise,
Cup-
why do I have this prize?
The fourth category was pogs.
She is pogging at a 14-year-old level. That is, she is.
And she pogs. She walks 20
Yeah.
minutes up to pog from now. Those pogs are coming from a great height, I
If
tell
you,
you.
by the way,
got
if
the
you throw a
gravity
pog
down.
off the
I'm
Eiffel
rarely-
Tower, goes through your head, comes out your foot.
I'm rarely not pogging.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not going to lie to you.
Never not pogging.
Yeah, I'm never not pogging. We had one that was like a maths game on the back of it. Did you guys have that one?
Pog maths.
Pog maths.
Did you go to pog
Two
school?
world.
Pogwarts.
Yes. Well, yes, we did it.
Yeah, did that, please.
The-
That's very good. We did
The
it.
podcast.
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 Oh my God.
We all did it. It was beautiful.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, listen.
Yes.
It was a little maths game, and you had to get to 24. There were 4 numbers on it,
Right.
And you had to get to 24, however you could. Adding, dividing didn't matter. You had to use every number once.
So it's like the, sort of that rounding countdown, basically, but
It's
in
kind of
but in
like
pog form.
yeah, and they had like World Cups about that as well.
I think any sport or any pastime can have a World Cup because crucially it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? It
but
doesn't it doesn't stop your World Cup, the football World Cup,
No,
from
but-
being the World Cup.
That's
you
your
still
World
get
Cup.
it.
That's your
Let me try and get a handle on this. Like tournaments.
Yeah, World Championships.
So snooker has a world championship. It's not a World Cup. and that feels right.
What about World Cup of Darts? Because there's World Cup of Darts.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Not
Feels
quite
good.
right.
Feels good to me.
Yeah, there you go. You don't mind that, do you?
No, because we had Barney, I think.
Oh, yes, of course.
The Dutch.
So were you sporty then? What's your... No.
No. I was playing the piano to no level.
Like if someone said, oh, there's a music World Cup, you have the Eurovision Song Contest, but you don't call it the Song World Cup, for example.
I think with art things,
What
though,
if you
it's
get a
slightly
cup at the
harder
end?
to judge, isn't it?
Yeah,
You
that's
don't-
true, actually.
Music shouldn't have winners.
I don't. If they said there's a card magic World
Is this like, did you guys ever win anything meaningful in comedy? Or is
In
this-
anything? No.
We've lost a lot of things.
We've lost. Yeah.
I don't think art should have a competition.
That
Actually,
said, thank you
yeah.
very much for the Perrier Awards. No, we've never won anything. But what you're saying that cards, you think it shouldn't be a World Cup of cards?
But isn't the World Cup just because they win a cup?
Yeah, but ironically, for the Football World Cup,
Yeah.
it's not a cup,
It's a boot.
it's a trophy.
Oh.
You said it so confidently.
Mickey, thanks for coming in for the interview to replace Gary Lineker. I'm afraid you're not right for the role, but it's great that you've come in. It's a boot.
I've also watched that so many times. Why did I think it was a boot?
It's a boot.
A golden boot.
There is a golden
There is a
boot.
golden boot.
Oh, okay. What's that?
That's for most
If you
goals.
score the most goals.
Oh, that's
it's like
that's my winner.
That's your thing.
Yeah, that's my
fair
winner.
enough, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't made it up.
So go on. Give
Sorry,
me
yes.
more on why
Yeah.
this is a problem for you.
Yeah. We have to.
and your card
We have
playing
half
friends.
an hour. To
I don't know.
figure it out.
I feel like, for example, like a bake-off, right? Great. They don't call it the Bakery World Cup. It's a bake-off. Great. It's a competition. I don't mind that. They're allowed competitions.
They
I
might
just don't
have
think
a Bakery World Cup.
it just it doesn't gel.
You just
with me.
think World Cup is taken
I think
for the World Cup.
maybe. I mean, I don't mind there being like there's other World Cups. There's like a rugby World Cup. I don't know if it's a ball sport thing. I don't know. But I don't mind. I just think you can
What
have
we've
a competition
discovered, I
or
think-
a tournament.
There's a prejudice here.
Yeah. What is that?
What is it?
Because you said a similar thing about the Women's World Cup, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
first time I heard this argument. No, it shouldn't be called World Cup.
Is it a ball thing?
It should be called
Is it a
the Fancy
ball?
Ladies Kickabout. It's not what it should be called.
They should have balls. Okay, mate.
Go on, what is your...
All right, Tom.
Competitions of men and women.
Yeah.
I just feel like we have to draw the line somewhere, right?
Yeah, nice.
Everyone can't
Nice.
be having a World Cup.
This is
Why not?
Sock
There's
makers.
cups in it. Look, there's cups for everyone.
I don't know. The sock World Cup. Everyone's going mad.
Yeah, but, no.
doesn't
But Tom, the Sock World Cup doesn't exist. You can't be angry about that.
We don't know. I do.
The what next story of it is a bit problematic.
It's a slippery
isn't
slope.
Yeah,
It is a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope. I'm glad we're all on the same page. I agree.
By the way, have you been to the Slippery Slope World Cup? Unbelievable.
absolutely amazing. I would be so good at it. Yeah.
Mickey didn't realise she was entering, but there were two people in front of her. She didn't want to embarrass herself. So she's like,
Guys,
straight down.
I went for it. I would love that, you know. Whenever I see people, you know that old game where like you would have a sort of like slippery surface, and like on hot school days they would like bring
slip and
it out.
slide.
Slip and slide.
I did one this
That-
weekend.
You did?
Yeah, and
God, this is why you become a dad.
so yeah, we bought a slip and slide. It's
Wait, it
absolutely
was
enormous.
related to
Yes,
you
but
having-
yeah.
okay.
So you plug it into the hose and it sprays. It's like sort of two little sort of gullies you can
Wow.
go down. It sprays it, keeps it wet.
Hose included?
Yeah, hose included, and two sort of inflatable little kind of mini surfboards. Basically. Yeah. So the kids are 3 and 5. They were having a sort of reasonable time on it, but they couldn't really do it. And me, having never done it
comes-
before, was like, let me show you how it's done. So I went upstairs,
Yeah.
got changed into my togs, came back down.
When you got your spacesuit?
Climbed on the sheds.
You absolutely must wear a
One
spacesuit.
small step for man.
Yeah. Let me take a real run up here, guys. But yeah, so then I said, look, kids,
Yeah.
watch and learn.
Yeah.
A guy who's never done a slip and slide
Yeah.
before, but
So
gets
confident.
it.
Yeah.
And it was just so basically you just throw yourself on the hard ground.
Yeah.
So I just like
You didn't put it
immediately-
on grass.
It was it was on grass, but
You
it
just
doesn't
doing it on the patio.
But it's still you're running along and you're jumping and hitting the ground. What you think is whoosh, off you go, but no, you kind of go
Yeah.
And
and that's it. You don't
But
move.
you're saying you're saying this technique so confidently, but you've already said you don't know how to do it. You've never done it before.
That is kind of parenting.
What
This
you
is
do
how.
is
This is what you
hit
do.
the ground hard.
But I'd seen other people do it, and it's like you jump, you sort of jump and throw yourself
Yeah.
on your belly, and then you skid along, right?
I think the jumping is
yeah,
your
the
problem
jump feels
here.
like a problem. That feels like how I throw a bowling
I
ball.
think you've got to
How else
imagine
do I do it? Or just fall forward and hope that just momentum carries
what
me.
you've got to think
You gotta
about
go low.
is you're sliding. So if you slide on your knees on a dance floor,
Yeah.
for example, you don't jump
At some
to your
point-
knees. You slide down.
He's got a point. He's got a
Yeah.
point.
He's got such a good point.
At some point, you are off the ground.
At some point, you've got to leave the ground.
You're not going up, basically.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
you do particularly. Think about it like skimming a scone. A scone.
Yeah, this is the Bake Off. It's the Bake Off World Cup. The final round of the Bake Off World Cup is you've got to skim a scone off Paul Hollywood's head.
I'd watch it.
It's good.
I'd watch it. And would it be allowed to have a World Cup?
No.
But thanks for asking.
The problem with slip and slide is no matter what your angle of entry is,
Yeah.
you're right, you're going across a piece of plastic that is along the ground.
Yeah.
And that shit isn't inflatable.
That bit's not
unless
inflatable, no.
you're, unless you've really paid the big bucks.
Yeah.
He
And
has,
that's the
I
bit-
think. It had hose included.
Yes, but
It was like it looked a lot better. Like when
Yeah.
my kids looked at the box and said, "Oh, when does it do this thing?" Because it's got like kids sliding along with like motion, and it's got like sort of two kind of like little holes all the way through that sort of spray water.
Yeah.
The idea is, but
Wow.
in the poster it's
Wow.
like arcing up, like it's it's in the Tivoli Gardens or something.
you were
Like,
the only thing
But
arcing
kids
up.
are.
Swan diving off the washing line.
And kids are tiny. For them, it's a huge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But they were looking
You,
at going,
you thought it was small, but for them, it was huge.
no,
And
even for
kids
them,
are-
they were like,
kids are
when does it look
lighter,
like
aren't
this?
they?
Yeah.
To come to the skipping stone analogy, kids are lighter.
Yes.
Whereas you're a lot more.
What you're saying is when you throw a kid on it.
That's what I
if
should have been
you
doing,
Push
skimming
a
a-
kid.
skimming
if
my
you
kids.
push a
Give a kid. Yeah.
That's what I should have
But
done.
when you're going along, what you are aware of all of the bumps, the odd little stones or bump. That becomes apparent.
Well, I went about 4 feet. I bruised my elbows and my knees, and I went upstairs and changed back out of my togs into my clothes and said,
So-
"You have fun. I'm going to do the
so
washing
they
up."
couldn't see you bruise.
Couldn't see me cry. Yeah.
It reminds me a little bit of my dad made us a wooden slide when we were children.
That's a bold
splinters.
choice.
It was brutal. Yeah.
What?
On a sunny day going down the wooden slide.
We had a wooden slide.
Yeah.
Why'd you keep going?
We didn't have much else to do.
We grew up in the 80s.
And there were two people at the top.
The 80s in the, in the north.
We just
Yeah.
watched a video of a man
Oh,
being
God.
hit by a steamroller.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's all we had to do. Now
Have
we
you
go down
seen
the
this
wooden
VHS?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
You guys, you're not making it sound good.
No.
Well, being our age, it's not
just
great.
being your age, just the 80s in general.
Yeah, a lot of splinters. I remember. Like,
Oh.
I don't have to deal with as many splinters as my parents had to. Put it that way. I do feel like that's shown some advancement in society.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
'Cause
Did he not
splinters-
like sand it down?
Initially, yeah, but I think it kind of gets
Your
gets
rough
roughed
butts.
back up with
Yeah.
all the arseholes going over.
Yeah. some really
Sandpapery arseholes.
Yeah.
two things you should know about the Parry clan. Very sporty, really rough
sporty.
arseholes.
Really rough.
That's what people call us.
Oh my God.
Rough as old arseholes, Parry clan.
It sounds so depressing. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Any good memories from childhood?
What about your memories of childhood? What did you play with in the
just
garden?
Really beautiful stuff.
Just the piano?
Yeah, 90s. Beautiful time. Just the piano. What
Did you
was
have a
it?
paddling pool? Because that's the slip and slide thing. It's a similar experience I remember with paddling pools.
Paddling pools are
Because
rubbish.
you'd set them up, you'd fill them up, they would look amazing. You'd be
Yeah.
like, oh my God, we've got a swimming pool. You jump in, and again, your knees and your arseholes rubbing up against the fucking bumpy
This is
ground.
not-
How are you
Oh,
managing to get your
God.
knees and your arsehole on
I'm
it?
sorry.
How
This
double
is
jointed
not
are
something
you?
I experienced. Myself and my sisters, beautiful. Just smooth asses.
We'll take your word on that.
I'm sure uncomfortable with the direction this is taken. But we didn't have that. We had a little paddling pool, but
Yep.
then you age out of that rather quickly, don't you think?
Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah.
But like the dream of the paddling pool is
The
like
dream of you know those people that have the huge ones.
you go,
like they're like basically swimming
exactly.
pools. That was that's all I ever wanted.
totally.
I come from a family who love the warm, the heat, the sun, and I'm the only one in my family who's like, I need to be in the shade or I need to like be in the water. That's why I love the Lido. But
Yeah.
like I just need water around
and
me.
that's why you cliff jump so effectively.
Yeah, well, there was not a canal or something, a bit of water near me, and there was a bridge over it, and kids used to jump off it into the canal, and it was like all I wanted to do was that. But my mum was like, "There's rats in the canal. You're not allowed to go there."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then the second you
all
get to
seen
go,
okay. This is what happens. I think. Are you a parent as well? God, where are the
I'm
kids? Where are the kids who would have thought this was rad? God.
We're such old men.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No. The canal has rats.
Where do you stand on hot tubs? Because hot tubs feel like
But
that's
it's
where
not
you
cold. It doesn't cool you.
you can fill it with cold water.
cold tub.
You don't want to be.
That's ice bath now.
You don't want to
And
be in a
that's-
cold tub.
No.
Because people will still be wanking in it, you know? Because it's like, it's a hot, I just feel like it's a gross. I hate the hot tub.
You hate hot tubs.
Do you think people
Yeah,
are...
it just feels like people are being
It's too
gross
sexy.
and nefarious in it. Yeah,
sexy for you.
Too sexy
But
or,
if it's
or
your
like
hot
seedy.
tub, you can control the
seedy.
sexiness that's going on.
Can you?
in your
I don't know if
backyard.
you're in
Are you
control.
always in control of the sexiness?
I guess so. I mean, once I get my rough arsehole on it.
You can't have an
It was
inflatable
a hell of a
hot tub.
honeymoon, wasn't it?
Tom can't have an inflatable hot tub because he bursts them.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Too
just-
sexy.
Too sexy.
Too sexy immediately. No, I feel like there's a seediness to a hot tub that I don't even want to.
Yeah, I think they're good in theory. I like the idea of them. And then normally I'm like, I get in and I'm like, oh, great. And then about 30 seconds later, I'm like, I'm done.
I like it with people who live in like snowy areas. Like if someone in Norway has a kind of like, you know, it has like wood on the sides.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel seedy to me. That feels rustic.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it now.
I like your ass.
Yeah. You'll love my dad's slide. Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds amazing.
As rustic as they
To
come,
be honest,
honestly.
the problem sounds like it was your ass and not that much to slide.
You had a slide that slid into a wooden hot tub. It was lovely. On a snowy day, you'd all go out in the back garden. Yeah, that I think is, the idea of like, you get out the hot tub, it's cold all around you,
Awesome.
Yeah.
heading into maybe the sauna,
Awesome.
beating your body with a birch, that kind of thing. Yeah,
That's-
all of that kind of thing.
You're speaking my language.
Wow.
I love it.
So
Love
is
the
it,
idea
is
of
it
that.
like the Love Island version of hot tub that's got problematic? Do people go in and like beat each other off? Is that the problem?
Yeah, it's got a
With the birches.
But I feel like that is even pre Love Island.
Yeah.
I don't think Love Island came up with wanking in the hot tub.
Oh.
I just feel like that's like a hot tub.
There's
thing.
nothing worse than being, if you go, you go in go to a hotel, you're in the hot tub, and then a couple gets in with you.
You don't want it.
And you're like, why did you, like,
I'm
just
trying
wait
to wank here.
Exactly. Yeah, keep going. But yeah, that
Also, it always inflates your shorts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What, wanking?
Yes.
So your book on the chronology of wanking in the hot tub, when is that out?
When is it out? God, it's just for me.
self-published, self-read. Yeah.
Self-read and thumb through. You know, it is
Do the Dutch hot
hanging
tub?
by a thread.
It's more a
Do the
Scandinavian
Dutch
thing, isn't it?
hot tub. I'm sure some. I think probably at the same ratio that they do here. I would say.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
We actually have a lot in common. You and I.
We're not so different.
We're not so different. We're not so different, actually. Yeah.
But you've got the thing I think of with the Dutch is
Go.
dikes, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever go swimming in those?
In the dike.
Yeah.
That's a piece of land.
Oh, is it?
He's there with his goggles on, got his towel over his arm.
Dike.
Guys,
Dykes land.
you got a Veruca sock on, just walking around. Guys, where's
The old dyke swim.
has anyone got a pound for the lockers? I want to go swimming in the dike.
Oh no.
How could someone put their finger in it to stop it from if it was not.
Oh, so the dike. Okay. I see.
It's
what
the
I've
like
done.
surroundings.
The dike's the wall that stops the water.
The water.
The
Yeah.
water is at the dike.
Yeah.
So you can't swim.
What else do you think of with the Dutch?
Yeah, God, yes. I tell you what, we're going to take a little break. You two have a chat. Clark and I are going to go and jump off the balcony for a bit. If that's all right. I fancy my chances. Yeah. I wasn't going to do it, but there are two people here.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it's like being in a fucking black cab, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell you what, I always think of. What, you one of those Dutch people, are you?
Well, it was a great start. It was a really good start. It was just
Really petered out.
Yeah.
So dike's just a dam, basically.
Basically, yeah. Call it a dam, you guys.
It's like you've got a different word for everything, isn't it? Really, it's really poor stuff.
What can I tell you? No, we do actually have a word for everything.
Yeah.
That is actually accurate. Yeah. I can't tell you which ones, but. And that's the end.
That's the end.
That's the end.
Yeah.
What else do you know about the Dutch?
I would like to know about this actually.
No.
But you could do it into the microphone.
Oh, okay. Porcelain. Right? Like blue and white
Oh yeah.
porcelain.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Windmills.
Yeah.
Flat lands.
You know what? This is really lovely.
Yeah.
Thank
No,
you, actually.
dikes, but I did think dikes were the reservoir as well, but
right,
that's
yeah.
close, isn't it?
You know what's so lovely about this, Tom, is that like most of the time when you speak to people, they just have such rubbish things to say. You
What do
know,
people normally say when they say,
British people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go about Amsterdam and
oh,
all,
yeah,
you know, all that.
weed
that.
and mushrooms and the red light district? Yeah.
But look at lovely Tom talking about cheese.
Thank you.
It's really nice.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
Tulips, yeah.
Thank you. This is a really good end, I think.
I feel like yes. I feel like yeah. When you said, "Oh, that's the end," that
Yeah.
wasn't the end. You needed the closure of some nice things to be said about the Dutch.
Every podcast that I go on,
I was going to say you work for the tourist board, don't you?
yeah, I subtly get it in, you know, like very subtly,
Yeah.
sort of like I get people to say some really positive stuff about.
Yeah. The entire time. This was like a long free fall for you, wasn't it? And you were always aiming.
Thank you.
To the right.
Call me Felix.
So yes, you heard it first. Visit Dutch. That's the slogan, right?
That's the slogan, yeah. Visit
That's the end. Thank you.
Well, there you go. Thanks for watching until the end. Oh, what are we looking for in your comments? What's the furthest you've ever fallen / jumped? Have you been to Deutschland?
Yes. And what's your slip and slide technique?
Yes. That's very good
Yeah,
because that's what I need
Yeah.
for my own life. So I'd love to hear your slip and slide techniques. Get in touch in the comments below.
Yes, and tell us that Deutschland is Germany, not Holland. Tell us that in the comments.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm really pleased you did that on the outro rather than to Micky's face. Anyway, and if you do get a chance to go and see Micky, she's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
If she's coming to a place near you, go and see her. Brilliant. All right.
Cheers, everyone. Bye.